might be pretty nice. Play with pencils, paper, and dice. So there's another door. This time, would my standard equipment include a little thing of oil?
I don't know.
Yes, it did. Well, I'll say it contains a small amount of oil because that makes sense, but the amount of oil required to prevent rusted iron
From shrieking.
is substantial. Enormous. Overwhelming.
Okay.
Gallons of it.
Okay.
It's going to creak and be horror-like when you open the door.
Okay.
All
So perception on the damn door.
Roll it.
Okay.
Door, you did not find any traps.
Okay. Test to see if it is locked or unlocked.
It is unlocked.
Okay. Very cautiously, very slowly, open it. Because the more slowly it opens, the less noise it'll make. Technically
Okay.
true. Of course, it'll be a long, long drone.
All right. You try to open the door, and you manage to get the door open. All right, so you hear a slow creak. It's a slow, terrible creaking that seems to reverberate through the whole house, and eventually the door opens, and you get to another empty room.
Okay. So, 5 foot, check. 5 foot, check.
Yeah, you guys don't-
Paranoid, huh?
You don't run into anything, but the house itself sounds dead, and all the sounds of the outside seem to fall away, and you are left just inside of the home in the house.
What is the lighting situation like in here?
There's oil-lit lamps fitfully casting poor light. So around each of the lamps, which is enough, there's a lot of shadows. It's a dark, gloomy place, but there's
Okay.
enough light to walk around without worrying about hitting anything.
All right. So, my perception was 12 for this door.
Okay. You have a passive perception of 14, which automatically comes into play. So, just for simplicity's purposes, well, since you're asking, I guess I have to let you do it. So, okay, yeah, you're fine. You also don't see squat here.
Okay, so no traps. All right. Same as before. Test if it's unlocked. Slowly open.
It is unlocked, and you slowly open it. It opens without any real hitches. This one actually is kind of quiet and opens reasonably silently.
Alrighty. There's something anyway.
A wide hall runs the width of the house, with black marble fireplace at one end and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. Mounted on the walls above the fireplace is a long sword, with the windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The wood-paneled walls are ornate, sculpted with images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. You see several doors leaving the room.
Well, this was seemingly a well-appointed house before it fell into whatever disrepair we see today. Let us... Wait for a moment. I'll give you a sign. Just makes a hand gesture to indicate what the sign will be. When I'm sure it's safe. And move in.
Make a perception check.
Oh, you bet your sweet bippy I will.
Okay. Something's wrong, but you don't see anything.
Just like, as I get that feeling, turn around. On second thought, you can stay with me.
All right, I'll move out. Can I make the perception roll as well?
Yeah, no.
No?
No, I think it's no. All right, so that's what you guys are looking around. You're looking around the room. It's the same kind of fitful quasi-light that's in the whole area.
Look at my new companions and say simply, we're not alone.
All right, you see a cold... a cold wind is blowing down from the upper floors of the house, just enough that you can see the cobwebs slowly fluttering in the breeze, but not much more than that. Coming from the staircase.
That's
Ron, are your inner demons still shrieking, or can you offer an opinion here?
I don't have much of an opinion. It seems to be at one point a well-built home, but this is odd.
Indeed.
I feel we should probably ascend. After all, that is where the little one is supposed to be, and the monster was supposedly down. Perhaps we can avoid it altogether.
Right, the nursery was on the upper floors. We should definitely go up.
Oh, Ron, as you're standing in the corner, you glance at the wall where the fine wood paneling is, and you see that amongst the vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs, there are skulls and serpents woven into the design, trying to eat all of them.
Are you guys seeing the woodwork here?
I hadn't noticed it. What's wrong with it?
Look at the skulls. It's kind of creepy.
Finn, Leroy, both make perception checks.
Can't get above 10, I tell you what.
Nah, you kind of look at the walls. It looks pretty normal to you.
Seems a very image of finery.
I'm not seeing what you're talking about, Ron, but it's not to be worried about now. We have to get the children out of the nursery.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. So you guys looking around, moving up the stairs. All right.
Quietly as
Sticking
possible.
close by and not touching the walls.
It's probably for the best. What was your stealth? 21. Okay, you're very sneaky. You get to the top of the stairs, no problems. Just a sec to get this room de-hidden. That means you end up over... I'm going to put you back one square just to give you some more flexibility. You see a door at the top, and I don't want you to start right next to the door. Okay. You get to the upper hall. Unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall. Hanging above the mantelpiece is a wood-framed portrait of the Durst family that you can't really make any details out because of the lack of light. The room is unnaturally dark, except for, of course, the occasional peal of thunder and the flash of lightning from outside of the window. Standing suits of armor flank wooden doors in the east and west walls that cast terrible shadows in the lightning. The helms are visored and have visors that look like wolf's heads. The doors themselves appear to be carved, but you can't make out any detail on that. And the cold draft that is coming down the stairwell seems more fierce from above.
Well, what do you see up there? I'm about 2 steps down from you.
Hold a finger up, palm, and move in cautiously.
Why is the short one in front?
Examine the armor.
Perception.
You should have stepped down in the other room.
Derp! I'm blind! I mean, come on! What the fuck, man?
As you get closer to the armor, suddenly... Actually, where is everybody? Okay. As you get closer to the armor, the lightning outside flashes even more sharply than before, and suddenly the armor turns to face you.
Knew it.
And starts to attack. Let's see here. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Dexterity saving throw. That's not a good sounding thing. Let me see here.
Should be your best save.
Oh,
and
well.
Where do you end up? Move yourself one square in any direction. Obviously,
All right, big man, you can take him. Go ahead.
the armor. Yeah, you jump up into Leroy's arms as the armored statue falls down, shattering into pieces directly in front of you. The halberd landing point down exactly where you were standing.
What's the matter with you? The armor thing fell over. Why did you knock it down?
I didn't. I triggered something. It was a trap. I thought for a moment it was alive, but apparently not.
Ron, you have some darts or something, right?
Yes, I do.
Can I borrow one?
Sure.
Finn, you're also, as you come up to the top of the stairs now, you were the first one up here. You were pretty sure that none of all the armor was facing towards the center of the room, but now they're all their heads are twisted, looking exactly where you were standing.
Yes, so as I was saying, you big folk go ahead and look at the rest of these. I think you might find them interesting.
So, switch me places. All right. I'm sorry, Kevin. Go ahead.
It seems like these places have very interesting decor. It's almost like they're set to watch the entry points.
Well, it doesn't seem like too terrible of an idea if that was their intention.
I take it that's the one that's knocked over now?
Yeah, that square is difficult terrain.
All right, so the dart I borrowed from Ron, I'm going to cast light and toss it into the middle of the room.
All right, you cast light, toss it into the room. It gives you much more illumination. The statues are all, of course, facing forward as you'd expect from this sort of an arrangement. The room's much more well lit. There's some very nice reliefs cut to the north and south door. Let's see here. They're dancing youths.
The two youths. Did the girl said the nursery was on the third floor?
That is correct.
We should just continue up then. So I'll go ahead and start up the other stairs.
Okay. Let me at least clear that portion of it. All right, put yourself where you're going to go on the staircase, and I'll keep unhiding things until it makes sense.
Are you taking point again, Finn?
No, by all means, go ahead.
All right, so all the way up.
Third floor is up and to the left. As you get to the top of the stairs, you walk up to the top of the stairs, you see another one of those armored statues at the top of the stairs, buried in... Actually, you may not. Your passive... You didn't say you were looking expressly, and your passive perception is not high enough to actually have seen that thing because it is totally encased in cobwebs.
Okay.
So as you get to the top of the stairs... you cautiously walk around. You see a big mass of cobwebs in all directions, and you kind of brush some of it away with, you said you had your hammer out, just to give yourself some clearance. And at that moment,
So I'd be like there.
You were right where you were.
Okay.
It can hit you from there. As you are brushing through, suddenly a blade swiftly lashes at you because everyone is surprised.
Oh no!
You know, I was trying to say before something that would indicate I would not be surprised, but okay.
It goes first. So we're effectively on round 3 because that's the first. So it went first. You guys are in a surprise round, so you don't have a chance to react before it goes. So it attacks first. It attacks immediately the person closest to it, which is in this case our good friend Leroy. Let's see here. It makes 2 slam attacks. All right, so its first attack is it swings its own slong. It's got a longsword, longsword, and it slashes at you with the blade.
Eee.
Okay, he slashes at you and misses with the first attack. And then attacks you a second time, swinging and also missing as you somehow, with your barbarian wisdom, you somehow manage to avoid both slashes as it goes crazy against you.
What manner of magic is this?
Getting hit. Okay, so Rod was also surprised. So start of combat round 2. Rat, you are active. So what you see from there is a some sort of an animated suit of armor that has torn itself free from a big mass of cobwebs. It's got a sword, and it is currently trying to decapitate Leroy.
Now do you believe? Everything here is out to get us. And anyway, go ahead and just move. I can move through the armor space to get on the other side of it. And now let's see about stabbing this thing a little bit.
Yep.
Good, you damaged it.
A little out of order, but, whatever.
Still worked. Don't forget that rolling your sneak attack.
See, I was just about to ask, so okay. Yay, that made a huge difference.
Hey, damage is damage.
Yes. And
all
that's
right.
Me.
That's you. Next is Leroy.
I better get out of the way to make room so Ron can come up as well.
All right.
I will attack it as well.
Advantage.
With my war hammer.
With advantage. Oh, yeah.
You bash its side in, causing a huge dent in the face of the armor.
18 on the die, definitely better than 1.
Yeah.
Yes. You all done?
Yeah.
All right. The animated armor growls. It switches over to attack. So it switches over to trying to attack Finn because you're too hard to target. Swishing. It slashes at Finn twice.
Twice, Jesus.
Ooh, Finn, you're hit.
Ah!
I take it back. The sword shattered, so now he's just swinging wildly with his gauntlets. You take 7 points of damage, slamming you backwards into the wall.
Ooh. Because the thing's about killed me.
Rod!
Finn, you keep that up, you're gonna die.
Do tell.
I'll move over to here. I will attempt to hit it with my sword, and I will miss.
A lot of ones going around.
I will miss completely.
Okay. As you go to slash at it, you put your foot onto the floor of the house, and a board shatters underneath you, trapping your foot into the depression caused by your misstep. This also causes you to miss with your blade. The armor glances at you, and you can almost see a wicked gleaming in its eyes. Finn!
It's gonna kill me!
For the record, you're no help at all. Okay, so it's my turn again. Sweet.
Yes.
It's this damn blindfold!
He's still... Wow.
We're keeping it real evil here. I'm trying my best here.
Oh, wait. Advantage, though.
Yeah. Roll second attack. There you go. You got a hit.
That'll do it. All right. Something.
Finn leaps onto the thing's back, driving his rapier into its back, twisting around. He's thrown free, no damage, but the large chunk of the armor comes off with him. The armor stumbles a pace or two, but is still otherwise standing. Anything else you got?
Maybe I should have used my crowbar. I don't know what else I would do. No.
Leroy!
Okay. Since I'm still putting the rage into my character, I'm just gonna hit him again.
Leroy, it's going to kill him! It's gonna kill Finn!
I'm doing my best.
Or me, because I'm stuck.
And I will critical with it.
Holy crap.
Leroy does a leaping jump into the air, slamming his hammer down with his maximum force onto the creature's skull.
Oh, almost maximum force.
Knocking the head clean off of the armor. The entire
Horrible visage. Leave that little one alone.
The pieces of armor go flying in all directions, clattering down the stairs as the hammer shatters the armor into 1,000 fragments.
There goes the element of surprise.
Yes, that was quite loud, but I'm sorry.
Still, well,
Finn, did you
okay?
say you had a crowbar?
Are you okay,
I
Finn?
do. Okay.
Rod, make a strength save for me. DC 12.
Who? Ron?
Ron.
Okay.
The guy has foot stuck in wood before you come up with all these. You just pull your foot out. You don't take any damage, but your boot is badly scuffed.
Well, I'm not.
You know, if they
okay.
didn't look so horrible already, I would care.
I'm not okay, but I'll survive. Let's press on for the children.
Actually, as you guys are standing there, due to the force of the impact, you were able... Ron, you were pinned in a position. As you look around, you realize that there seems to be something odd with the door up to the northwest. You look over to the western wall right here, and you see some faint outlines in it.
In the wall?
In the wall, some strange marks that don't seem natural for them to have been there.
Is it like, what's the outline like? Is it like an outline of something, or?
If you had to guess, it's the outline of a thin but still humanoid-sized opening. As if it was a secret door.
It's a narrow door.
I'll reach into my pack and pull out a piece of chalk from my cartographer's kit,
Okay.
and I'll outline the door on the wall with the chalk. Like as I'm looking at it, tracing it.
It's very easy. What happened apparently was when Leroy smashed the armor, the physical impact shook the floor of the house that you were on, so there is a very clear outline. You almost don't even think the chalk is absolutely necessary. There's such a clear pattern in the dust. But
Well, as a map thinker, I do it because
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh.
I think I found, as I'm talking, I'm outlining it. Like, I think I found something right here.
All right, you quickly put a mark around the door. It is very easy for everyone to see now. The way you mark it, everyone else can easily recognize that the door, that it happens to be a door or something. Something is definitely wrong with a wall.
Are we going through one of these here?
The child was on the third floor?
On this floor, yes.
Okay, well, I don't believe they put the child behind a hidden door.
That may be true.
Would they?
Well, you don't know
Well-
where it leads. It might provide us element of surprise against an unseen enemy. So, why don't we see what's
You know what?
behind it?
If I had an issue with armor coming to life and trying to kill me, I would put my child behind a hidden door.
True.
That is, in this strange place, that's... I'm sure other stranger things have happened.
I would also clear my house of armor.
Perhaps the armor's there to protect from the beasts.
That's a possibility as well.
All right, so what are you doing?
Finn, you're a beast.
I'm gonna push the door open.
All right,
I
it
attempt
makes
to.
an audible click and slides open, revealing a staircase.
Going.
Up.
The actual
Well,
third
this-
floor.
Well, we're on the third floor. This is a staircase going possibly up to the attic. I know there was a fourth floor.
Ryan, we were on the first
You're on
floor.
the-
We went up the stairs
Twice. You're on the third floor right now.
twice. Okay.
I think we need to put a pin in this and
I
find
agree.
the boy.
We need to hurry. Let's go through the large double doors you're next to there.
Sounds like a great idea. I will push the doors open.
Okay, you push the doors open. Second here.
That's how we roll.
Well, I
Apparently
mean,
so.
it was kind of like I'm still kind of shook up from what just happened. So not
Yeah.
even thinking. You're like, let's go through the double doors. My mind just says, hey, double doors. Let's go through them.
All right.